Hi guys, this is Mansi Singh from Readers and Creators. It's been 2 weeks since I posted any video, but I was busy and sick and my house is renovating, so just get it and ignore the mess around me or just adjust with it because it's complimentary with me, the mess. Well, in today's video, we are not going to talk about books or authors or genres, anything. We will discuss 10 points of how to speak fluently in English. Because few people texted me on Instagram asking me to cover this topic, and I'm grateful to them because they give me the idea of a topic. Well, so English is the most common language which link you with other peoples who have their local language or native language. Like if you move to the south of India, you don't know Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam, and you are going there just with your Hindi language. How will you link with the native people? Through English. So knowing English is so necessary in our generation because it's used for international discourse, for professional contest, for career, science, everything. And I love speaking English, I love learning English, and every day, every single day, the amount of reading I do, I learn more than 5 or 6 new words every day. So it's a great thing to keep learning because you will just realize a satisfaction inside you. Well, I'm totally distracting from my topic, which is my speciality. Moving back to our topic, how to speak fluently in English. So, point number 1, read. Read. Novels, books, short stories, comics, articles, newspaper, anything. If you see a paper which has a English paragraph on it, just pick it up and read. Now read aloud. If you are sitting between many people and you are afraid to pronounce wrong or you are afraid to get mocked or teased, just read aloud when you are alone, because sometimes there are words which we pronounce correct in our brain, but when we read it aloud, it comes totally different. So reading aloud will give your speaking ability refinement. So first topic is read and read aloud because that will enhance your speaking qualities. Second is listen. As much as you have to read, you have to listen to people who speak in English, audiobooks, celebrities, or anchors, news channels, everybody. Just don't see that they are speaking this, now I'm going to speak this. Don't get hurried. Just listen to them, how they are pronouncing the words, what their body language is, what gestures they are using. Because with English, with speaking any language, not just English, with speaking any language, it's not only about speaking, but it's about expression, gestures, body language, annotations. You can't just ask someone, hey, how are you? Right? You have to ask with a proper expression within you, proper way of pronouncing things, proper way of presenting the sentences. So you will ask like, hey, how are you? So when you listen to people, when you watch them speaking and listen to them, you will just grab how you have to ask something, or what is the manner of asking, what is the manner of telling, what is the manner of requesting. So just that's second point, listen. Third point is watch movies with English subtitles. Now few people, I witnessed people like these. So they say that हम नहीं देखते इंग्लिश मूवी सबटाइटल्स के साथ, हमारी इंग्लिश बहुत अच्छी है, हम डायरेक्ट इंग्लिश में देखते हैं. No, my English is nice too, I think, but I always prefer to watch movies with subtitles because first of all, fluency, the thing we are talking about, it comes when you are seeing a person on a screen and he is just speaking some dialogue. Sometimes he or she is emotional, so the dialogue is slow and going with the rhythm. Sometimes they are in anger and they are speaking so fast. So just watching movies with English subtitles give you a total idea of speaking fluently in English. You sometimes talk with yourself in your brain and speak like that actor happens, right? So watch with subtitles, because sometimes you won't believe, but it happened with me more than 3 or 4 times that I watch a movie and learn a new word. This I saw a word in subtitles, I quickly just search it on dictionary, hear the pronunciation, and within 5 or 6 hours I am hearing the same word somewhere else, or either on social media or the book I am reading, and it feels so great when you already know the meaning of it because you have watched that movie, you have learned that word from there and you searched it immediately. So that feeling is so great. So the third point is watch movies with subtitles. Fourth is speak with others. That is generally what practice is. If you are afraid of being mocked, so just speak with people you trust, like your family members. Try to do the conversation in English. Try greeting them in English. Use small things. It's not like you have to do the whole conversation in English, but start. Take the first step. Good morning, good night, how are you? What's in the lunch? And I'm going out. I will be back by this time. Use simple things. Use simple sentences and speak with them, because practice makes a man perfect. So fourth point is speak with others. Fifth is talk to yourself. Now we all talk to ourselves, you can't deny that, but try to talk to yourself in English. If you are angry with yourself, like how did you do that? If you are angry with your actions, just talk to yourself in your brain. Present some other girl named Mansi in your brain and talk to her and blame her for everything she did. Now you have to praise yourself. No one else is praising for what you have done today. No one else is saying I am proud of you. Just present a different Mansi in your brain and talk to her. So talking to yourself in English just give you the confidence of speaking English, because next time when you try to speak with some other people in English, you will remember you have talked to yourself once and you were so fluent there. So talking to yourself is a step one in the confidence of speaking English. Point number 6 is try to speak more and more and more and more and more tongue twisters, because that will improve your pronunciations and give you the speed of speaking, that is fluency. Just like I'm giving you the example, the 33 thieves thought that they thrilled the throne throughout Thursday. Too much tha. So try to speak tongue twisters. You can get plenty on net. Just search on Google tongue twisters and you will get many, and read them aloud. You will be wrong many times. I have been wrong too. So you will be wrong many times and you will laugh at yourself, but finally you will succeed in that, and then that feeling is so great, 7th point is practice. Use it or lose it. As I said, practicing. Keep speaking. If you have learned some sentence or word in the morning, keep using that particular word or sentence throughout your day in different context, because if you will just learn a word and then just forget it, then after 3 or 4 or 5 days or after a month, if you see that word again, you will be like padha tha yaad nahi aa raha hai, padha tha, because you haven't used that. So use it. Whenever you learn something new, just use it immediately with anyone, your brother, your sister, your parents, your friends, anyone. Just use it immediately. Tell them that I have learned this word today, if they are interested, because many of my friends say like, to hum kya kare? So just keep your company like you want to, and tell them, and they will be glad to learn a word from you. And sometimes they can tell you about a new word. So just practice and practice and practice. Practice makes a man perfect, but women are already perfect. Next point is grammar. People emphasize most on grammar of English, but according to me, and I think many of my fellow readers believe that when you are speaking fluently in English, grammar's part is so minor. You don't have to concentrate so much on grammar. Grammar's part is major when you have to write in English. But when you are speaking, you have to show the confidence and the fluency in the sentences you are presenting. But grammar is not like you are saying something and you just stop in between because you had said had instead of has. No, just let it go and be fluent with whatever you are speaking, because fluency is equal to confidence. Because when you have the confidence of speaking, like I am speaking now, I am confident that you are getting the message I am trying to deliver to you, so I am speaking fluently. And when I just concentrate so much on grammar, I will be so confused in myself, I will stammer plenty of times. But if you want to speak fluently in English, concentrate less on grammar and more on how you are presenting your sentence, how much confidence you have in you, what gestures you are presenting while speaking, your body language, your expressions. Next point is record. Just like I'm recording this video, and before posting it on YouTube, I listen to it like 10 or 20 times, or sometimes more than that. And sometimes after that, when I post that video, that voice is revolving in my head, my own voice. It's annoying, but try to record yourself. Read, take a book, start reading aloud, and put a recorder by your side. Then just shut it down and listen to yourself. You seriously, no one can improve you more than you improve yourself. When you will listen to it, you yourself get the idea where you are wrong, on what words you are stammering, which pronunciation is wrong, and you will improve the next time. Maybe you will read the same page again and record it again, and then listen to both the audios, and you will see the difference. So just record your own speaking of English. Just record, read it, and while you are talking to your mother or your brother or your sister, put a recorder by side without their knowing, because then they will get annoyed. So just put it aside and talk to them in English, do the conversation and record it and listen to it later, and see how much confidence was there in your voice, in the things you are saying. Okay, so record. Last is don't be afraid to be wrong. Now this is the major point which keeps people back from speaking English. Now I speak to myself so much. I talk a lot. I have a joint family, and still I speak to myself a lot. Whenever I am 5 minutes free, I am speaking to my brain. I am speaking to Angel or Devil Mansi. So when I talk to myself, there are plenty of things I say. But when I have to say that same things in front of someone else, I'm like, that happens. You can connect that thing. So don't be afraid to wrong. Why this happens? Because we are afraid that the fluency we had with ourselves, it won't come out with these people. And they might just nag us and say, hey, you are pronouncing that word wrong. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to get wrong, because you are not perfect. I am not perfect. No one is perfect. And if you will be wrong, this is a great thing. Like I posted a caption on social media, okay? Now some of my friends just nagged me that spelling is wrong, or there has to be has or had or have, whatever. And their intention is clear, not like they are pointing my mistakes. But whenever the next time I use that same word, and the spelling can never be wrong. That spelling can never ever be wrong, because I remember that moment when I was nagged by a fellow reader or my friend on internet. So don't be afraid to wrong, or don't be afraid to be corrected by someone else, because that thing will remain with you throughout your life, and you can never get wrong in that thing again. So I think I covered all the point, and yeah, you can find many things on net. Internet is seriously a boon. It's onto us what we see of its head or tail. So internet will provide you many points of how to speak fluently in English, and many things to read and just improve your fluency. Vocabulary, try to read, because reading gives you the best idea of English, vocabulary, fluency and everything. And watching movie with subtitles, because my English is improved because of reading and watching movie with subtitles, two major points, and I have improved a lot in past 3 to 4 years. And earlier I was hesitant to speak in English in front of my friends because I thought they will mock me, but now I speak confidently in front of them, and believe me, they praise me. They look forward that Mansi aa rahi hai, she will speak in English like अंग्रेज है. So you will get that sense. And yeah, follow these 10 points, and I assure you, your English will be improved in coming 2 to 3 months only. And keep doing that, keep following these 10 points, and you will be better than me, better than many of others. Keep your gestures, body language, and expressions intact while you are speaking in English, because those are the major points when you are conversating with anyone else. Okay, I try to make my videos so short, but I talk a lot and it gets extended and extended and extended. So I am going, keep reading, be happy, and just tell me how you start speaking English, or are you looking forward to improve your English? Just tell me in comments, and subscribe my channel, please. Bye bye.